camera here real quick. You see that tire there? How many of you guys out there, ladies and gentlemen, or fellas and lasses, have ever bent up a rim on a flat tire? Well, the other day Timothy posted an Instagram account, on his Instagram account, that he had bent, or he had flattened a tire. And my response to him was, stop popping my tires, right? So, anyways, the rim is all bent to shit, right? You see it, it's pretty ugly and stuff. And if you take your rim to a tire shop, they'll more than likely say, hey, you need a new rim. And that rim's going to cost you hundreds of dollars, $100, $150, depending on the company that's ripping you off. Or you can do what I'm about to do right now. Now, very carefully you have to inflate this tire onto the rim. And you put the new tire on, and then you take a ratchet strap, which I didn't show, and you crush it down on there, and you get it to take air. Put enough in there, maybe 5-10 pounds, so it's not going to blow off the rim. And then you're going to need that thing. The reason you have to have a tire on there is to take up the shock from the cement or the ground that's underneath you. And it gives it a little more stability as you're whacking away at it with a pipe wrench, or pipe wrench. Boy, my brain's really fried today. Let the trolls begin that I don't know what I'm talking about, but the sledgehammer. So, anyways, I've got this thing all set up here, and I'm going to beat the crap out of it, and you'll probably not even be able to tell that this rim was ever even bent by the time I'm finished with it. And then we're going to do a leak test, and if it doesn't leak, or if it does leak a little bit, we're going to put some tire eject in there. Yes, the tire. It doesn't leak. Okay, good morning. Welcome to One Lonely Farmer channel, obviously. And, well, we'll talk about this tire a little bit. Timothy popped the tire going to a field with a tender. It was my old sprayer that I built back in 1997, early 98. I think 98 was the first year, so that's 20 years ago. And it still has a use today. So he pops a tire, and, of course, we pulled off the side of the road where it had already incurred this bent-up rim. So you'll see that I'm straightening it out. But I do want to touch on yesterday's video and the broom sage. Broom sage is what's growing in that field. I called it poor grass. The reason I called it poor grass was because that grass grows in very poor areas of fields if you do not take care of the ground. Now, the type of grass that's actually on that ground is brome and I believe Bermuda, and there was Timothy there at one time. There's some reed canary grass, and these are all types of grasses that don't mind sour soil. Okay, so I do suggest you pull soil tests if you do have poor grass or broom sage, and get it under control. Those types of grasses can handle 5.5 pH. They like life better at 6.5 pH, but 5.5 pH, those grasses are fine. But broom sage actually likes the more sour soil, and it will grow. Now, as you create bald spots in your fields with the lack of nutrition for the brome grass and Bermuda grass and the reed canary grass that's actually growing there, that's when the broom sage will take over. And it really just shadows everything else out except for multiflora rose bushes and white top and all those other things. Now, there's no herbicide out there that will kill broom sage without killing the whole entire field. The only way to really combat and battle broom sage is through fertilization, whether it's a regimen of lime and the proper nutrients that you're going to have to put down. Like what I put down was potash, very large amounts of potash. This ground was very, very depleted. I did not pull the soil test yet. I should have done it. I didn't do it. I know where it's going to be, but I'm going to pull those soil tests after I take the first cutting off to see where and what I need to do to it. I just needed to get fertilizer on it and didn't have time to actually put some soil over to Rutgers and get that taken care of. So I put the equivalent of Geez, I put like 300 pounds of potash and sulfur, which would be, it'd be like 130 units of nitrogen, or 130 units of potassium, and I don't know, maybe 8 and 8, 16, 24, 25 units of nitrogen on there through that particular product, and the sulfur levels would be at 30 pounds of sulfur. That's what I put on there. So that should kickstart it, and I'm going to put nitrogen on it yet today, liquid nitrogen, another 60 units of nitrogen. So not even 60. What am I going to put on? 50 units of nitrogen onto it today through liquid, and we'll see if that kickstarts it. And that will actually allow the cool season grasses to grow, because broom sage is a warm season grass and it doesn't grow until June, July, August. And the cool season grass should grow vigorously enough to actually choke out the broom sage, and that's how you can combat it that way. Now, this hay is not going for cattle. It is just going to the mushroom barns, and it'll be fine there. It'll actually give structure in the hay, whether they know it or not. That's what it does. So, that's what I'm going to be doing. So you're going to watch that field right along with me. Lime, I'm trying to get eggshells. I can't get them out of New Jersey. They're at the Crackers in Pennsylvania now, so it's going to be difficult to get it, but I'm going to try like hell anyway. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest. But no. Okay. All right. 9 minutes to do that, eh? Okay, so anyway, here it is. We are... No leaks. That was windshield washer fluid, or windshield cleaner, window cleaner, and I don't see any bubbles in the soap. So I'd say we're back in business. Now the Crop Max tire, I've used these several times. These are 12-ply tire. They're actually cheaper than the 8-ply Carlisle tire, and they're built a lot better. I don't know how they're going to hold up. I just put the Carlisles on that tender. We'll see how long it takes to wipe them off, but these here, I'll have these in stock here. That tire right there, I got to take that apart. That I'm going to show you what slime does to the inside of a tire and rim, and what a disgusting mess. It looks like a cow took a shit in there. That's disgusting. Anyway, I'll show you that in a minute.
A long time.
I could name this cow shit for your tires, but that's not what I'm going to say. They got the name right when they called it slime, and this is the reason I personally will never use slime again, and I urge everybody out there not to use slime on their stuff. There's a better product. I mean, it is called Tire Ject. It doesn't take half of this crap. Look at this. It looks like shit, dude. That is really, really ugly. Okay, so here we go. I'll play with it. Lay it on its side. I'm going to put the thing in a tripod, and then you can watch us struggle with that. I'll name it Why I Never Use Slime Ever. Why I will never use slime again. I'll get you out of a pinch, but that's about it. Holy hell.
Comes off in chunks.
Well, that's the dried out side of it. Oh, you want it? I put those things away. Yeah. I will give you this though. It'll probably come off of there pretty easy because it is slippery. I don't want to get myself near this stuff. Alright, let's do this. Then we can take this guy. Step on that. That's disgusting. I'm going to give it a 12-ply tire, but here, move it over to that. Check it out. shit. Right? He says, what the shit? Megasonic teenage warhead. Megasonic, what the shit? You ever watch that movie?
Yeah.
I should pull that one out. It's free. Yeah. You can take the little one out now. We don't need it. Oh. Fucking beautiful. Move it over. There you go. There. Go for the front side. Actually, the easy side. Oh, for the love of Jesus.
I'm put a lot of shit in there.
Okay, because it don't seal. Yeah, you ain't kidding. Where's that sledgehammer? No, I'm not gonna like using it, but no, you hit the tire. No. You ever seen me do this? Right here. On the edge. Towards the rim. Follow the rim down as it comes off. You can hit it harder than that. Just don't hit me. Alright, hold it. Oh, yummy. I hope that camera's catching this. That's all right. Okay. Oh, God. Can you see that in there?
No.
I don't even want to look at it. It makes me want to throw up. This is like the worst spinach smoothie you could ever see. Ugh. That should fill up with shit. Okay. This is part of the reason why you never use slime in your tires. Ever. These things. Okay, so this is the label that was affixed to a painted rim. And I could show you rims that's never had this stuff in there. The outside can look like this, but the insides of these things never ever rust. They just don't rust until you put slime in there. And this is what slime does. It's all rust. Pitted garbage. This rim is probably junk. Hey, look at this. It's like, I wouldn't mind the paper part of it or the fiber part of it, but the rotted rim, I mean, it is just rotten. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna take that. Yeah, it's just rot. Cow shit for the inside of your tire. Okay, I'm gonna take this out and find a water source. Go ahead and shut that camera off at least. Oh. I don't know if this will rinse off.